What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into another video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving letter grades to every jersey that has been released so far in 2025. I'm pretty sure these are kind of like the last jerseys we're going to be getting in this NHL season. So I feel like it's a pretty safe bet here to go and give my letter grades on every jersey so far released. We also have a decent amount of them. We got 7 total so far, thanks to 4 Nations. That kind of helps. That adds 4 of them. But I'm giving my letter grade to them. So like an A, A minus, A plus, wherever I think it fits. And then I'm going to give one reason I like it and one thing I don't like about it, if it's not a perfect jersey, of course. As always, before we get into it, if you guys do enjoy today's video, it would mean a lot if you guys subscribed, liked the video if you enjoyed. Let's get into it. Let's start off with 4 Nations, and we're going to go Team Canada right off the bat. And my letter grade for Team Canada's 4 Nations jersey is an A. My reasoning for what I like is the logo. I think is absolutely amazing, and also really like that like bevelment that they have in the striping that goes around the jersey. I think that looks really good. My one negative, and honestly this negative kind of applies to all 4 Nations, is I think the shoulders are just very empty. I would almost like the patch to be put on the shoulder because I think that would kind of balance it a little bit. There's a lot going on in the middle of the jersey, and I just would like a little bit to go on at the top. I also think how it has it cut off and then it's like off-white around the back of the collar. I would like it if that was just all red. That goes all the way around. Next up for Team Sweden, I give this one an A minus. I absolutely love the logo. I think the logo looks amazing. The detail in the logo and the customization of this thing is unbelievable. And then I really like the striping, how it's got the Swedish flag in the striping. I think that is so clever. I'm honestly surprised it's never been done for a Sweden international jersey because it just looks so good. My one thing is I wish the collar was kind of like Team Canada's, where I wish it was just all navy. I think that all navy, the thickness of the collar would match the thickness of the striping on the sleeves and everywhere else on the jersey. And I think it would actually be very fitting instead of it being kind of cut off and only having the backside. For Team USA, I give it a B plus. I really like the logo. I really like the striping. I think that's super clean. It's a very clean looking jersey. Where it loses some points for me is that like dark blue lines that just go in the torso. I don't like that at all. And I also think the usage of the star on the sleeves could be used a little bit better than it was. I feel like it was just placed there. And I feel like it just could have been used better. Maybe like Columbus Blue Jackets where they have 2 going up the outside of the sleeve. I think that would look better. Team Finland, I feel like they did them a little bit dirty. I give them a C for their jersey. I don't mind the logo on this thing. And again, like with Team Canada's and that bevelment, I really like that in Team Finland's. I like the flower design in there. I think that looks absolutely phenomenal. What I don't like, and I kind of get why they did it, is that it's white. I particularly like dark jerseys more than white jerseys. But I understand with it being blue and US being blue, you kind of had to have one of them have a white jersey because they were going to play each other. So that makes it a little bit tough. I don't know what else you would do because you can even make US's red because Canada's was red. So they kind of were put in a little bit of a tough spot in that situation. And I just think the striping could have been done a little bit better too. I think it's definitely one of the worst Finland jerseys that came out, which sucks because you could have almost just copied a Finnish jersey that they've used in the past and it would be an improvement. Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic, I give this an A+, and I like pretty much everything about it. I think the only knock you could give to this jersey is that it is a little bit too cluttered. There's just a lot going on. There's patches everywhere. You got the patch on the chest. You got the striping around the chest. You got the striping on the arm, the patch on the arm, the numbers on the arm. I mean, the back of the jersey is the only spot that's probably the least cluttered because it just has the numbers and name, no stripes. So otherwise, I think it's a perfect jersey. That's why I give it an A+. The Blues Winter Classic. This one was hard because there's some things I like and one real main reason I dislike it, but I decided to give it a C+. Reason being, I like everything about it except the logo. I think the logo is the only thing about this jersey that I don't like. I think the striping looks really good. Colors obviously look really good. But if you just throw a normal St. Louis Blues logo on that jersey instead of the text, it is insanely improved. And I think it gets way less hate than it's been getting. Detroit Red Wings Stadium Series. This might be a shocker to some of you guys, but I'm giving it a B+. I absolutely love this jersey, but there are some things that I got to give it a knock for. First off, I love the logo. I really like that. I like that they threw a shoulder patch on there, so it's not just like the Stadium Series patch and then empty. It has a Detroit Red Wings logo on there, which is good. I just think the striping could be better. I think it's a little bit boring for a Stadium Series. I like, though, that it has that kind of like I don't even know what texture you'd call it in the sleeve design, but it's got a little bit extra in there. It's not just one solid red stripe, which I think's good. But I do still think there could be a little bit more done to it. It's a Stadium Series, like they're supposed to be bold. This feels like a Stadium Series Winter Classic, like combined or something. Columbus Blue Jackets, I'm giving a C-. I'm not a fan of this jersey, to be honest. The logo is very, very like just flat and kind of boring. I do like the idea of just the cannon. I just don't know if I like the execution. Again, it's extremely boring and extremely flat. I don't even know if I like the striping. I love the silver used in it. I think the silver's great. You have got to have that in there. But I just don't like the lack of red. You only have that red thin line around the bottom, and I don't like that at all. Again, I just think they could have done so much more than what they did. And I find it just very lackluster. But there you guys have it. That is me giving a letter grade to every single jersey that was released in the NHL in 2025. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if I did good, if I did bad. I'm always intrigued to hear what you guys have to say. And of course, if you guys would like to see me do any where I kind of remake some of these and do some designing videos, I know I've done some in the past, but they haven't really seemed to do well on the channel. So if you guys would like to see more like that, I could go through and fix everything that I think needs to be fixed in these jerseys to make them all an A+. Then let me know down in the comments and I will do that. And as always, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.